Whether you're dealing with a relationship or a friendship, you do not have to lose yourself to love them or have them love you. I know how hard mutual connection can be. You know, sometimes it feels more one-sided than the other, and it can be pretty damaging. But when something takes away your relationship with yourself, it is no longer serving you. I'm out here in the woods today, and the critters are out. I just jumped literally out of my pants, and I screamed, and it echoed through the whole forest. And it was kind of freaky, but we're out here today. I found that the most uncomfortable feeling comes from disregarding who you really are. And if someone's attention or validation takes away that connection you have with yourself, they are simply not good for you and not good for your mental health. And it's really interesting how humans are inclined to be loved by other people, and they crave this connection and validation from others, when really we're the only people who can give it to ourselves. Because if you're trying to chase someone who you can't, number one, be yourself around, number two, doesn't love you for who you are, I'm not talking about how you are around them, I'm talking about who you truly are, then you can't even accept that love from them because you know you're not being your true self. So even if you're chasing something and you're receiving that love, but you're not being yourself, you're not really going to receive it because it's really not who you are. Fulfillment does come from within, and it can only be found within first, and then you have to look outside of you. But if you're not being who you truly are in every aspect of your life, it's going to cause a lot of separation and loneliness. And, you know, there's a difference between being alone and being lonely. And it's much better to be alone than to be lost in another person. You have to decide that your mental health is no longer worth chasing validation from anyone else. No longer chasing love, because it is not something that can be chased. And if you have to change yourself to be loved, then it is not love. It is illusion. And real love comes from being exactly who you are. We have to be honest with how people really make us feel, not just how we want them to make us feel. I know you see potential in everyone. I know you see the good, and I think that's an amazing quality about you. But what about instead of chasing potential and the thought of what could be, you chase what is actually there? Chase people and friends that make you actually feel loved, not just people who could. Because really, there's potential in everything, right? But what is really real is what already is, not what has to get there. When deciding if someone in your life is good for you or not, I want you to honestly answer these questions. And honesty is the key here, because you have to be honest with yourself. You can't run from the truth. You can't hide from the truth. It is always there. So you must be honest with yourself to serve yourself best. Okay, I want you to ask yourself, does this person make you feel closer to yourself or farther from yourself? Does this person inspire you to be kinder? Does this person strengthen your relationship with yourself and with others? Can you ask this person anything and not ruin the relationship? Does this person make you feel worthy of love all the time? Nothing that is meant for you will ever get away. So, love deeply, but love where it's safe to do so, where you are being loved back. And when you are who you truly are, that is when you'll find the people who will fulfill you in the relationships that will actually last and not drain your energy and make you feel depressed and lonely. You know, you just have to listen to your heart. And nobody said the truth was going to be easy. But it's a lot easier than enduring the pain of doing what you know is wrong. And we all just want to feel loved, supported, and cherished, right? Each and every one of us. And I think it's incredible how deeply you love and how much empathy and care you have for someone. I think it's beautiful. But at what point do you have to love and care for yourself? And you know, you can release any bitter resentment towards this person just because they may not make you feel worthy or may not make you feel loved. Doesn't mean that they're a bad person. They could be really awesome. They could be genuinely an amazing person, but if they don't make you feel connected to yourself, you don't need to have them in your life, or at least close in a relationship to them. You have no obligation to ruin your self-connection for anyone, okay? Your only job on this earth is to support you and to survive. And if by doing that, you have to isolate from some certain people, you're allowed to do that. It doesn't make you a bad person. It doesn't mean you're wrong. You know, some things just are. There isn't a reason behind it. A person could remind you of a bad memory, or a person could just bring up some old stuff, and you don't have to be around that person. That's okay. The right person won't make you feel that way. And the more time that you spend with the wrong person, the less time that you spend with the right person. And, you know, as long as you're being truthful and you're listening to your heart, you will genuinely be okay. You will genuinely be okay. Do what you know is right, even if it's hard, and you will be so proud of yourself. I want you to ask yourself daily, is this making me proud? Is this making me proud? And I want you to act on that answer. And I want you to make yourself proud, because you deserve it, baby. You deserve to love yourself, and you deserve to feel worthy. All right. I love you guys so much. You're stronger than you know, and you always have yourself. And yourself is always enough. That's all you need to take care of. Love you guys. Yo, and look at this sunrise. Beautiful. I'm mad out of breath. But would you rather be looking at this sunrise with the person who is making you feel separate from the world around you? Or would you rather just enjoy it by yourself, knowing that you're living in your truth, knowing that you're exactly who you should be? Because, let me tell you, it feels fucking good.